Well, look at that. It is midweek. It is midday, and that means you're right here with Sarah and Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hello. I messed up
How are
again.
you?
I'm good. So I missed the second video
You did.
to play because I got a notification that the show was live and it got in the way of the button. So I'm sorry to all y'all.
You would think by now we'd have like this smooth transition of our beginnings, but
Nothing. Well, it's par for the course, right?
yeah, nothing's
No
perfect.
smooth trend. No, but I'm doing well. How are you, Sarah?
You know what? I'm doing just fine today. Thank you very much. I'm wearing Van Halen today, so I'm happy. I'm happy that it's warm out. I can wear all my fun fake. I'm a poser when it comes
You
to
are a
concerts.
poser. Yeah, you
I've
don't even
been to a Stryper concert. I've been to Jonas Brothers, but I've not been to a cool concert. But this is my homage to Van Halen. I love them. So I have to ask, Sammy or Eddie? No, wait,
David Roth.
David. Oh my God.
Oh my
You're
God,
David?
poser. Yeah, I know. It's okay. And okay, you can be a poser.
But you know what? I'm gonna totally keep it real to my 80s roots. Like I love the Sammy Hagar albums. I just did with the Van Halen. I just did. Like I was not into hardcore hard rock kind of music. So not that there's not amazing David Lee Roth Van Halen. There is. But I kind of dug the whole Sammy Hagar part. I know it's unpopular opinion. I don't care. I don't care, people. I don't care. Oh, hey, Deborah. Look at my sister's there. I know, Deb. You would be totally a David guy. It brings me back to like, it had to be high school for me.
Yeah, high school.
With Sammy. It had to be Sammy Hagar was the high school years. So I don't know. Anyways, let's say hello to our friends and family right here. We have, of course, that is what the wrench means, Stacy. You are a mod. We have our Stacy here. He was with us. He hangs out with us pre-show a little bit. We have Miss Danny Marie. Hey, Danny, how are you doing today, sweet girl? We have John C., our comedy relief on the side. We love John C. He's so funny. He's one of the funniest dudes ever.
He is funny.
We have Sandy. She is soon to be a missus. She is getting married. The countdown is on, Sandy. I hope you are feeling well and excited and ready for that. We have the beautiful Brittany. Again, pretty freaking funny. This girl, if you don't know her, you need to know her because she's awesome. Oh, look at it, Di from MSP. Di, what's up with you? We have Miss D Hoot. How are you, girl? How are you doing? Hey, before we get started though, I want to do a shameless plug. So I was creative this weekend. I made new merch for the blonde. So D Hoot, you're here. You can see a new piece. This is my little pink. This is my Barbie core. This is just Barbie core, but I'm doing like special edition on the sleeve. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
With a smiley face.
With a smiley face, because it's good advice. This is not aggressive. This is nice advice.
Not at all.
So
it's great advice.
Here's the thing. I'm going to put this up on the store because I want to do some pre-orders because here's the fun thing. What?
Go ahead. No, keep talking.
Because this can come in lots of different colors. And I'll give you your colors that you can choose from. But I don't want to assume. Now, I do have another version that's in the dryer right now. And it's this really cool orange kind of a sherbet orange color with the blue B with the blue "Don't be a dick" on the sleeve. And they're both summer crew necks. I don't know if I'm gonna look for that for in the catalog that we get product from. But you kind of have to have it on the sleeve. You have to have "Don't be a dick" on the sleeve.
You do.
You do.
You do.
What do you let? You do. So, hey, Mike Cronin. I just put it. Let's see. There's Mr. Mike. I know, Danny, you need the orange with the blue for sure. And my sister. Which one is yours? You have to tell me which one you want, and it will be yours.
Yeah.
So
once Sarah puts all this stuff up on the store and orders all the product and gets all the supplies in, she will let everybody know. She's launching it every day. I'm like, okay, I didn't know this was coming, but I'm glad we're doing it.
But you kind of did, because I think that there are people who want some bee merch, and they do. And I thought, here's the thing. I know I'm in the Midwest. They call Michigan the Midwest, right? In the North, you're in the Northeast. And the reality is we still sort of need crew necks for nighttime. Sometimes it gets a little chilly.
Been chilly here.
Yeah. So who doesn't need a summer crew? You do. So I'm kind of thinking, if you like the same color on color, like the pink on pink, I love, or I'll do a couple other fun variations. I will give you guys that choice. If you want them, they'll be up on the store for you to pre-order. Are you laughing because I'm saying I'll put it up on the store?
No, it's funny. Yes, I will teach you how to do this, because I hate doing it. It's a pain in the ass, but that can be your next mission.
There you go. There's my next mission. So there will be some bee merch. And what do you guys think about this? Because I think this would be amazing, and I need one. And now we have hat maker. I'm thinking bee on the front, and then across the back, because I like the fit. I can't wear. I have to have a fitted hat. My head is small, so I have to have a hat that I can, make smaller. But on the back, it can say "Don't be a dick." Would you guys be down with that? Like, would you guys wear that hat? Because I would. So I'm going to have that mocked up as well. So, yeah, that's coming. That's coming.
Well, get it ready, sure everybody.
I think Reggie will be down with that.
Yes, who wants it. She wants the hat. And Sandy's question, I don't know where my Get Haunted hat went. It was filthy.
Uh-oh.
So I think I threw it in the wash, but I don't know where it went after that. So I'm stuck with this hat because my hair was a disaster and I didn't have time to get ready. So I'm wearing.
I do know a guy if you need a hat.
Yeah, send his info.
That's right. I will. I'll send that right over. Anyways, welcome to Get Haunted Live. It is Wednesday. It is midday, and it is all things Get Haunted. We Don't Be a Dick merch. I know. I love Don't Be a Dick because it is a beautiful mantra, and it is not necessarily aimed at anybody other than myself. Like, sometimes we just have to remind ourselves. That's why I like it on the sleeve. Like, oh yeah, don't be a dick today. Just don't do it. Like, you might feel like you want to be it. Just don't be it. So we're all things Get Haunted today. We got a few things to talk about. Stacy loves to ask if we're freestyling. We're always freestyling. That's where we, I think, shine. So we're going to freestyle it today. But we had some pretty cool things. We had an amazing event this past weekend at Mid-Orange Correctional Facility. That is in Warwick, New York. It was a sold-out Get Haunted event. It was it 40 guests?
Like 43, I want to say.
Yeah. So this was a big one for us. Get Haunted does not oversell their events. We do not overbook them. We tend to keep them at about 20-ish people to keep your experience intimate and doable, right? Because that is something that, besides just your own experience, Rob, working for a bigger event company, but just people in general, like, it gets too many people. You can't do anything. You can't talk. You can't. You can't do EVPs. So we keep them pretty small, but this one was not. But I think it worked because this one was like a 6-building event.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's an enormous complex compared to most locations. 6 buildings plus tunnels plus the outside, so yeah, then nobody was stepping on each other in the beginning. When everybody's close and we're doing intros, it might look like a lot of people. Even though some of the photos I've seen
Yeah.
It looks like nobody was there, but there were 43 people there.
Yeah.
Those photos were taken before we let people in, but 43, that was indeed, it was our largest event ever.
Yeah.
Um, 6 locations. We have the schoolhouse. We have the mess hall, which is huge. Just imagine a giant building with different workshops and 2 basements, and a mess hall. Then we have the 4 cottages, right, which are
Yeah.
A3, A4, B1, and B2. Um, yeah, it was really good that night.
Yeah.
Probably we couldn't have asked for a better night. It was my first time back in a long time, so it was kind of cool to be back and to see what changed and what hasn't.
But you were at Mid O as Get Haunted in 2022.
So it was sort of just it was sort of a collab with another group, but it was 99% them and then like 4 of us.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I was thinking that was one
No.
that we had done in 2022. Okay, so this was a
Nope.
first official Get Haunted.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay,
No,
okay.
that was us helping them out, and
Oh,
it was a fun night, but it was not an event. It was a private, so this was a
yeah,
public.
okay. Well, I will just say before I got the thank you post done for Mid Orange, there were an awful lot of people posting very happy experiences that they had with Get Haunted and with really with Mid Orange and what their experiences were and really meeting each other and with a big group like that, did you feel everybody was good about mingling and getting to know each other?
Oh yeah, it's always a little in the beginning. It's like everybody's just looking at each other, trying to figure out who's who, and but people started clicking. There were 2 birthday parties happening, so
Mhm.
they had small groups, so they were kind of their own satellite groups there for a little while. But then everybody, once we start going, everybody kind of vibed and
Yeah,
got together. It was really good, really, really good night. I had a lot of fun.
I love that. Hmm. Yeah, Mid Orange. That is one. Yeah, we don't have that one again this year, but
We might,
we might.
we might, rabbit, we might.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there might be another one or two. I gotta talk. There's work to do, but
Yeah.
I did enjoy it. I did miss the place,
Mhm.
and we had a lot of fun with the guests. It was good.
So would you be willing to just touch on, you don't have to share every intimate detail about something that you got to experience on your own there with our friends, Two Brothers Extreme, really family. They are unofficial, official Get Haunted, Two Brothers Extreme, Mike and Adam. Just the two best guys on the planet.
They are.
Um, and Sandy, our amazing part of our amazing crew. Could you touch on something that you got to experience at the end of the night when you got to sort of have your own moment?
Yeah, I can do that. It was a weird
Are
one.
you willing
So
to? It's not. Am I not bringing anything up? Right? Like,
no, no,
okay.
it's a weird one, and it sounds crazy. Um, but yeah, so
Stacy. That's next, Stacy. Paranormal honeymoon
yeah, we're
packages
gonna
are
offer it.
next. Sandy, would
Um,
you like to be a trial run? We'll have Sandy do something. Oh,
so you know, first of all, back to Two Brothers for a second. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean they are our extended family. Having them there, I mean, shit, they jump in, they work the table at Penhurst with us. They are just such
Hmm.
good people, all of them. Um, well, I say all of them. There's 2, and then their crew of 3 people are really really cool people. So anyway, they wanted to hang out, and we did. Towards the end of the night, we went to B1, and I had never been there. And
Hmm.
my years of going there, there was that building was never open, and all the
Okay.
times I've been there. Now it's open.
Yeah.
Um, there's a death associated with B1. This kid, Charles McBride. It's a long story. But he took his own life there. So I believe it with through EVPs in the past in A3 we had, which is right next door, we had gotten got in touch with this kid. Um, and so to be in B1 was interesting for me. And some people had experiences there prior. Sandy and Joey were
Mhm.
there earlier with some experiences, if I'm not messing this story up, which I'm not. So anyway, we went in and started some EVP sessions, and we're getting some crazy, really good EVPs. In fact, I asked, because there's some speculation about how Charles died. I asked, "Hey,
Mhm.
Charles, did you do this or did someone else do this to you?" And
Mhm.
there's a great response. It says I did it. It was me. Something I'm paraphrasing.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to.
Mhm.
So you know, Mid Orange for the guys, for the Two Brothers Extreme is, they had someone on their team that's no longer with us. That was the last place they were. So anyway, Adam decided to do shaving a haircut, on the wall. And he did
Mhm.
it, and we got a knock response.
Mhm.
And those knocks were very, very, very similar to the ones that I've seen
Mhm.
when Cody and Satori do their thing. And I was sitting on the floor, and it's like, huh, that's weird. So I asked for more, and then we were getting on command knocks, right? So then I
Yeah.
asked if that was Charles to go get my dad, go get Fred, because he shows up when Cody and Satori do their thing. My dad is just there,
Yeah.
and he's overwhelming. Well, boom, off he goes. My dad shows up, and for God, I guess about 30 minutes, we got questions answered through knock responses. We didn't get the footsteps that Cody and Satori get. Um, more, more than that, I believe. Sandy, do the math there. So we had two brothers. That's five. Me, six, eight, eight. Stacy, eight. So it was one of the most unbelievable things I ever. I was trying purposely to make it
Yeah.
not what I thought it was at that point. Um, and to the point where I even asked one question in my head to see
Yeah.
if there would be a response, and there was. So I don't know what the hell
Yeah.
happened that night. I did reach
Yeah.
out to Satori and Cody because I'm like, because after they had allowed me in the middle of their connection to the universe at one point, and I got zapped. I mean, I freaking got zapped, and I'm not claiming I can do this, just so everybody
Yeah.
knows. I've tried to recreate it. I don't understand what happened that night, but for a day and a half after I got back from being zapped by Satori, being in the middle of those two, um, I had it happening here when I would play that video. So yeah, Mike. I mean,
Yeah. And I'm just gonna put, this is one thing that I really, I'm just gonna state with going, and I know I'm get haunted. I get it. I get it. But I do want, and I think you would get this, and Mike, I think you would validate this. This is one thing that I truly love about our events. I love that one, we are still, I think, humbled to what we experience each and every time. We don't expect, and we don't boast about, oh, this is what I get every time I go somewhere. So these things are still humbling to us, and to experience them with you, all that, trust us with their experiences, right? To be able to experience that together, it is a very different vibe, in my opinion. We are there with you, just like you, curious, enthusiastic, still discovering, still learning, still in awe, you know along with you. And this is one of those moments, right? This was one of those moments.
I don't understand it, right? And I'm not even saying it was me. I just know that after getting zapped, so I sent Satori a message. I'm like, I think you're contagious because some weird shit's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very curious. They want to find someone else, right? And I'm like, I'm not saying I can do it. I can't. I just know it happened now twice, and it seems to be certain circumstances, and I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
an energy thing with the people you're with. Being with
Sure.
Mike and Adam and the crew is always good, right? And Sandy. So we were just probably in the right place at the right time. What I
Yeah.
know is that those knocks sounded very, very, very similar to the knocks they get. And that was the first question Satori asked me. She's like, is it the same sound? And I was like, yeah. And also they weren't from one particular place. It was
Yeah.
one side, then the other. And Mike,
Mm-hmm.
Sandy, I believe we even had a sort of a breathy voice come out of the room
Mm-hmm.
that Sandy was sitting in front of.
Mm-hmm.
And we did. We asked my dad to go get Mike and Adam's friend, and yeah,
And it appeared he did.
he showed up.
Um,
So yeah,
I want to respond, Dehu, just so you know, I as well, and Rob, I feel like you have talked about this experience as well. Um, I have had the smell out of nowhere in certain situations where you're like, I don't even know why did that just happen and why is it so strong. Um, I think you won't hear many of us talk about it, at least. I mean, we talk about what we talk about. We don't, and I don't share a lot of that stuff, but I have had the smell phenomenon happen quite a bit, actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and I've had them too, right? We've had them
Yeah.
in. Right. Remember, we had them at the orphanage too, where it was like
Yeah.
very floral. Um, yeah, the shit was crazy. I mean, I literally we got out of there. I went and laid down at the hotel, and I just laid there for probably another hour or so, just trying to
Hmm.
wrap my head around what that was. Watching Cody and Satori do it, or like the fucking experts, they're
Yeah.
magic. It's
Yeah.
crazy, and it's something that no matter how many times you witness it, it just makes you go, "Oh my god! Like, what did I just witness?" And you will fight it, and your brain will fight that. The first time I saw him do it, I was watching Satori's feet. I'm like, she's got a metal
Yeah.
toe banger thing in there. And
Yeah.
she's like, Rob, I'll take my shoes off. They don't. And God, what the night, they let me get in between them. There was a point where somebody was kind of, I think, questioning it. And I walked up behind the two of them and I put my hands on their shoulders and boom, boom, boom. You just hear them come
Yeah.
in. Like it's instantaneous. That's the amazing, I think the most shocking thing with those two. And if you
Yeah.
haven't witnessed it, go find a way to witness it, everybody. It's insane. But
But
whatever that shit was, Saturday night was pretty damn incredible.
I feel like, especially do who, thoughts on the smell phenomenon and even this knocking phenomenon, you know, I think sometimes those things happen more often than we realize, and we're so busy between between equipment distractions,
Yeah.
between building a story distraction, your own excitement that is distracting. I feel like one, you've had several experiences with Mike and Adam. There's that trust there. Hey, Sam, there's that trust there. Sandy is an amazing crew member, and there's that trust there. So I think, it is situational in that sense that when you can put that stuff aside and you can just really focus on the moment, and clearly Mike starting that shave and a haircut.
Yeah, it was Adam, right?
Oh,
And it was
Adam.
it was very spontaneous, right? And
Yeah.
and I have thought about this part. It's like we just went to hang out. We've never really investigated together,
Hmm.
um, and so it was nice to actually just kind of go off with the crew and just sit and do that. Um, don't understand at the same time or nearly the same time.
Hmm.
That's an interesting comment, Brittany. Um, the twos were flying in through an Estes method, right? And twos are a big part of all this craziness, which
Mm.
ultimately ties back to Cody and Satori in the end. Anyway, so I don't know. It's a giant mystery, you know. I think yesterday I was like, let me try to recreate this because I was sitting a
Yeah.
certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was on the floor. I had my arms around my knees. I'm like, maybe this was, I don't know. I got shit. Nothing happened, right? But don't know. It was,
But but we always talk about recreation when it comes to experiments, and the reality is they decide maybe when that perfect time is to enter the room and to make themselves known.
yeah,
And it seemed like, with such a beautiful memorial for Mike and Adam with their friend, right? And for you to share in that moment with them. I don't know. I just, and here we have Sandy getting, ready to embark on a big adventure in her life with her partner. I think this is, you just sort of had maybe the right personalities, the right energies all together to have this moment. And, you know, again, it is just, it's one thing that I really love that, the people I have worked with so far with Get Haunted, everybody has been really amazing about being vulnerable to those moments.
yeah,
Rob, you always do open yourself up. I'm watching the crew and hearing each event that they work. They're starting to let themselves become vulnerable to those experience. And, that to me, when you have guests watching, if there's somebody a little bit like, not sure I want to, how do you not sort of melt into those moments like, what is this, okay, now I want to, you're that wonderment of what this really is, right? It's not about, if this is something that is a gift now, Rob, that you can use as a tool to communicate, and maybe it will be situational. It's still not, it is about them communicating and how you're asking those questions of them, right? This is not like, oh my God, Rob's the knocking
uh,
guru now.
no, yeah, no. And, Brittany's comment, I remember walking in, Brittany and John were upstairs.
Hmm.
I saw their REM pod on the floor.
Yeah,
So, having, if that was indeed Charles, they
yeah,
claimed to be, um, having those years of trying to talk to Charles he might have been like, holy shit, he's back.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
run over there and talk to him. Don't know. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't know how to explain any of it. I just know it was
yeah,
one of the strangest things. I'm like, that's a tree hitting the wall, but
yeah,
there's a big difference, right? And then
yeah.
having those similarities, um, to
Well, and you can't deny if you can get Knox to respond more than twice,
do every
you
that
can't
was
just go, that's coincidental.
that's trying to even change the cadence of the questions
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
requests, right? Just
right.
to, okay, what if it's,
Yeah,
I don't know. Could it?
yeah,
I don't know. There could have been a somebody hiding in the attic, and but it was, I don't know. It was just unbelievable. We all left there, I think, slap-jawed and bewildered and
yeah,
confused because that shit doesn't happen, right? And I don't know.
yeah. That is amazing. And I feel like, you know, again, we've been so blessed from the beginning with Get Haunted. Everything just sort of falls into place. We definitely leave things to universe. We definitely we try not to force, and things we have tried to force, we've let go. Right? We I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we move on. We just try to let things sort of, I don't know, play out the way they need to play out. So I feel like
Stop.
right guest, the right crew, the right, like everything just sort of falls so beautiful. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, SJ. So it's like, um, it's such a, I don't know, it's such a beautiful experience, especially if it's something that's a first time. Do we bring our own equipment? Guess what? You can, but there's an amazing buffet of equipment that Get Haunted allows you to experiment with.
Yep. Yeah, we bring plenty. Hey Sam.
Oh,
Um, Yeah, there's all kinds of things to use. And we learned, right, that night that was so not about equipment. We all walk
Mhm,
our asses over there and just kind of went.
mhm.
I think we brought a recorder or but it was about just being together
Yeah.
and sitting in the environment. So
Mhm.
it was just cool. It was an amazing way to end the night. Um, Sadly, we had to go. I would have sat there for 2 more
Yeah.
hours doing that, but it's like
Yeah.
2:45, and I'm like, we gotta go. We had to be out by 3. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was just amazing.
Well, and to SJ, just to let you know, yeah, I think what I have seen, and I've only been to a few of the physical events, you know, what the crew, especially the OG crew, what they bring, what they've experimented, what they love to use. I've seen stuff on the table. I'm like, what is this? I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and there's stuff that you guys have. And of course, my new favorite one is the paranormal music box. It's just one of my favorite tools. And I think it's, is it any different or any better than anything else? I think it just has that extra creep factor when it's
Yeah,
music box music that goes off and you're hearing that in the dark and you're like, what the hell? But I think what I, you know, the amount you anything from pendulums, right, to dowsing rods, to pucks, to phasma box, which is also a new obsession for me. Mostly I like the phasma box right now because what I am seeing or what I have experienced now at two separate locations, um, I've always wondered about an Alice box, by the way, is that I've heard voices of those of you I know that come out of the Phasma box. Danny and I had a shared experience at RCI down in the basement, Randolph County Infirmary, where somebody said my name and we both thought it was you, Rob. We were both like, where did that just come? And it was from the Phasma box. And then again, it happened at the Haunted Bill Manor in Ohio. And that was Chris and I were together, and he thought he heard Boston
yeah,
voice come out. So you know, I love that we have a little bit of that using yourself, using the more spiritual tools like a pendulum or dowsing rods, all the way up to some of the most crazy technologically advanced pieces of, you know, equipment.
yeah,
And I, you know, you there will be an array, but bring yours. And if it's something that nobody's ever experienced, it's great when a guest brings something new that we're like, what is that? Like, you want to know what is it?
yeah. And SJ, I'm assuming that's Susan. Yeah, you can bring it absolutely, and you can use it especially on free
Uh-oh.
roam, you know, and
Uh-oh.
use your things. What?
That was weird.
What?
I it just everything froze for me and then it popped off. Everybody popped off.
Oh, am I back?
Oh. Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Okay.
Um Yeah, that was weird. So, yeah, you know, I feel like really what we should be letting people know. Look, you know, Rob and I, you are starting to meet our crew, and we have amazing crew that always shows up right here on the side. Um, but we should also share the amazing experience that everybody, right, that everybody has. Somebody always has something so amazing. Sandy, who is crew now, but was a guest in the beginning at Red Mill. She's a teacher. She requested to go into the historical schoolhouse, and Rob was like, "We got crazy great responses, you know, with Sandy's idea. This is the stuff we all want. We want to hear you. We want to hear what you want to get out of the night. We want to hear, there's Leo. We want to hear what is something you're in these locations. You chose this location and you chose us to come do it with. What is something you want to see? Like, what is something you want to try to experience? Doesn't mean we can promise it to you, but to experience, that is the experience of paranormal, is sitting down, trying things, right? That's something to, you try something and then you adapt. If that doesn't work, move energies around, try different personalities together, you know, try different crew members. See, you know, when you're on free roam, ask a crew member that you've been watching if you like sort of their style or what they're doing, ask them to join you to help you try to get that paranormal experience to happen.
Yeah, I
uh,
agree. And yeah, maybe it is just that perfect combination of people to get what you need. That's
That's
right.
true, Sandy. That is right. So yeah, mid orange. I just everybody was so I it was so and great. Oh my God, Nick, our crew member, Nick Cabin, he did an amazing job taking, everybody did though. But I want to just say, Nick, I know specifically did some serious picture taken and had some amazing shots of people in action
Yeah.
and the location itself. So there were some great, great pictures and just all the posts just, I don't know, it was exciting. It was like just, I don't know, was it the birthday parties? Was it that it was a sold out event, that it was a biggest event?
It was all of that, right? It's just, it's a great location. It was a great group of people.
Yeah.
Hold on, you going to work? Okay. My kid.
Bye, Ava.
I'm on. Everybody says hi.
Wait, can I say hi?
You can say hello. You're going to be live on the.
Hi.
Hi, Ava.
Okay, bye. I'm going to work.
All right, have fun. Bring home food. Yeah, I think it was a combination of everything. Everybody's in a great
Yeah.
mood. The weather was great. It wasn't too cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't too hot.
That's right.
It was cool. It was good.
Plus, you guys got to stay at a haunted hotel that you weren't even aware of. So that always helps. I always feel like that's such an extra little to an event, right?
Oh man, yeah, it was cool. Like we checked in, the room wasn't ready, and we on the way in, they were like, "Wait, are you here for an investigation?" We're like, because we were all ready to go.
Yeah.
And we're like, "No," and they're like, "Oh, this place is haunted. It's an old building. There's some jail. There was a jail downstairs. That everybody worked there, had an experience. It was this kind of cool boutique type hotel in Goshen, New York, and it's probably going to be my go-to place moving forward. It's a little pricey, but it was good. It was a good hotel.
Well, you get a lot more for your stay if it's haunted.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Did you guys feel anything while you were there? Like, did you feel any kind of a vibe, like where you're like, okay?
No, problem was we got there around 3-ish, a little after 3. The room wasn't ready, so they had us sit in the lobby, comped us some mimosas.
Oh, how bougie! Get haunted in their mimosas.
Yeah. Then around 4:30, I was like, "Hey, it's not ready yet. Like, can we put our stuff upstairs? We got to go to work." So we really didn't technically check in till about 4 o'clock in the morning. So
so you didn't really get a chance
we didn't
to
get
really
to
vibe it out.
No, but the room was nice and big and
Yeah.
sleeps 9. It was good. It was
awesome.
Good. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's Mid Orange, another success. We're super excited. It's such a great kickoff to, I don't know, summer investigating, really, right? We're in the heart of paranormal season. This is it. This is when a lot of people take a lot of time off. They hit the road. They start to go to some of those awesome locations. We have a couple coming up. We do have White Hill is June 10th. Everybody loves White Hill.
Sold out. Sold out.
That one is another sold out one. So we do have that one coming out. And again, how do you not want to do something at White Hill? 300 plus years of history and I'm sure hauntings. You can't go wrong with White Hill. June 17th, we have the amazing Haunted Shanley Hotel. That one, again, such an amazing location. Dee Dee's on. Well, hey, Chris Mack. Dee Dee is on the side. So while she's on the side, let's touch on this. So I did put a post out yesterday. I'm going to go into some detail with that, with the offer today. What we're going to offer with the Shanley, and I thought this one would be a perfect kind of kickoff to this edition, because it is one, it's a hotel event, and so people will be staying overnight. Two, there's been a few experiences, and I believe, Rob, you are one of them, from past experiences where people have had very odd dreams while they've been there. This to me seemed like the perfect time to introduce one of the hosts of Paranormally Blonde, as you know, Dee Dee Dubrell, does Haunted Hour podcast dream analysis. She does an amazing job at analyzing dreams. Amazing. What she did for Girls versus Boys with the investigators, she offered to do some dream analysis about a week before, I feel, the event.
Yep.
And then, to tie it into what you might have experienced during the actual event. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer one, and I'm going to do this for one guest, or if you're even if you get a room, because some of these rooms sleep two, some of them sleep three, but if you get a room and it's you and your husband or you and your best friend, let's package that up together. But you buy a room for Haunted Shanley with Get Haunted for June 17th. And Dee Dee from Haunted Hour Podcast Dream Analysis will go through the process of connecting your week before, and I believe your experience at the Shanley, and then possibly if you have a dream at the Shanley, she will analyze those dreams, and I will hook you up with her. We'll hook you up with her so she could maybe give you some pre-tips on what to look for, how to take down what those dreams. If a dream stood out to you, she will tell you everything: color, feelings, it all, right? Atmosphere, were you going to the right or were you going to the left? Like anything that really stands out, write it down. And then let's see, do we make contact? Do we connect to these locations before we go? I say yes. I say absolutely, undoubtedly we do.
Yeah. I don't know. I told you about it. The day after Mid Orange, I don't remember dreams. I really struggle. But Sunday night I had the craziest nightmare to where I woke up. I literally woke up screaming. Leo didn't know what the hell to do. It was crazy. I have not had a dream like that in years. And certainly not one that I can remember, but I remember details on this. So Dee Dee, I'm going to message you with this dream, and
and Dee Dee, you also have to connect with Stacy because he does want to know what his Scooby-Doo investigation dream could possibly mean. But I think this is what I will say. If you haven't signed up for June 17th, here's what I'm going to tell you. Be the person and just let us know. Post it. I just posted that yesterday. You'll see it. It's got, the Get Haunted event page attached to it, and it specifically tags Dee Dee in there about the dream. Let me know that you are interested. Let me connect you with Dee Dee, because to me, this is an opportunity to really get intimate and look at some revelations here during these investigations, and understanding how we go into them. Like, what are we sort of preparing our mind with before we go to something like this, especially when you're going to be sleeping there. You're going to be very vulnerable in this location that you had been investigating, and then you're like, good night, I'm going to bed here where I just investigated. So what are our dreams trying to tell us? What are they trying to tell us through our dreams? There is no better person to work this process with than Dee Dee. She is very meticulous with your dreams. She's very discreet with your dreams. She's very professional with them. She will do a card pull with them. It's beautifully done. Done.
Yeah. And I'm most interested in hearing, because I know what I experienced that night, Saturday night, and I know what this dream was about, and I'm wondering if I'm connecting dots that I shouldn't be connecting, because I'm like tying it to other things, and I'm serious. Like, I was screaming, but I was frozen too. I couldn't move, but I woke up screaming, and Leo came trying to kiss me, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? I don't know how Ava slept through it, but she did.
Because she's a teenager. She's like,
but
whatever.
This one was weird, and I don't want to connect where I shouldn't be connecting.
I promise you, get on there, go look what rooms. I did post specifically on the post yesterday what rooms were left. But seriously, if you're interested, this is an amazing opportunity that she is gifting to you. And let's see how investigators, let's see how I would love to see, if we could get the network to do this, what I would love to see is, an enthusiast, somebody like a Mike Cronin, And then even one of our crew, like all different levels and how often people like but let Dee Dee know all those details, how often you do this, how, what was your excitement level, like how
Yes.
often do you investigate in a year, like let's really get into, are you more connected to your dreams than you realize?
Yeah.
And are you connecting your dreams to your investigations more than you realize? This is all interesting stuff, and I think these are kind of the things that we throw to the side, and I don't think we should be. I think they are truly speaking to us before, during, and after, and let Dee Dee be your guide into dreams. It's an amazing opportunity. So sign up for the Shanley, people, because I just, this to me is the perfect, Rob, look at 222.
Oh,
Look at the top. Well, it was 22
it
people
was.
with 2 hearts.
Someone left. As soon as you pointed it
Somebody
out,
left. Yeah.
they got
They're like,
scared.
screw you. They're like, get up. But yeah, I think this is a great, an amazing opportunity. And I was like, it's got to be the Shanley. For some reason, to me, it just felt like it needed to be the Shanley.
Yeah, the Shanley's super, super cool. I have so many stories there, and Kelly's amazing. The location's amazing. So yeah, come check it out. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing one. So that's June 17th, and then July 1st, we'll have a couple week break. July 1st is the USS Battleship North Carolina, and
That's right.
one is going to have Mr. Dave Schrader, a friend of Get Haunted. We just love Dave. He's a great personality. He is funny as hell. You're going to love hanging out with him. He's excited to do the North Carolina with us. And we're excited to have you. We only have 5 spaces left, I believe, 4 or 5 spaces left on the
Something
ship.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's going to be a good one. And who wouldn't want to be able to just be with Get Haunted and Dave Schrader and a ship? Like, holy shit. That's like,
yeah,
trifecta, right? Like
big time.
Beautiful way to sort of start your 4th of July. That's really probably the holiday weekend that weekend.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. I didn't really think that one through, but yeah, it is the holiday weekend.
But it's going to suck for hotel staying, right?
All right. I know. Let's just stop.
Okay. I'm just saying. So we do have that one going on. And then we go right into the rest of the summer, and we've got Conjuring House. That's July 22nd. Also July 22nd, Old Franklin County Jail. Then we go to Tennessee, which is going to be awesome. Cannot tell you enough that doing the travel to the east side of Tennessee is going to be one of your favorite things you've ever done if you haven't done it. We have Old South Pitt Hospital, and we also have the historic Harriman Hospital. So 2 nights in a row, 2 hospitals, and Get Haunted. There is your summer road trip. Boom. Do it now. Take the time off now.
Yeah.
Book your tickets. What else, Rob? What else we got going?
We just kind of, we're kind of switching gears and getting back to work after some crazy weeks. New ideas coming, new projects coming, things we'll be able to share with you guys really soon. Some changes, all good stuff, right? It's going to be an interesting. You
want this.
Summer.
You all want this. You want
new
this.
Merch. Don't be a dick shirts.
Yeah, we do have some new projects coming. You have seen, we haven't talked about, and I kind of feel bad, we haven't talked about our Flammary and our Warner's Historical Preservation Society. He's got like 2 different names, so it's hard for me to keep them all straight here, but we haven't talked about some new additions to our families. And this is event companies working with event companies. This is not everybody is separate entities, but this is community working together. These are event companies choosing to work together to offer you a broader and wider range of experiences and to introduce you to new people in new parts of the United States. So it has been fun to sort of to work with that. We will explain shortly where that collab is going to happen with the Warner Paranormal Historical Preservation Society. I'm probably saying that wrong. Warner Paranormal Explorers is their paranormal team, and then they're like Warner Preservation Society or Historical Preservation Society. Sorry, Matt, I love you. I don't mean to not get your names right, but that's going to be a fun thing for you guys to keep your eyes open for. But Flammary, RTL Paranormal, you know, we've got already something sort of planned for you guys to meet their family and their family to meet our family. So we're super excited about that. I love that the family's expanding. We're meeting all the extended family now, and that just means more for each and every one of you.
It does, and it's going to round things out pretty nicely, especially on the East Coast.
Yeah. I love that sticker, Dehu.
Wow. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. We are two. We are two,
It's probably,
whoever you are. We are two.
Well, Flammary. I'm going to say that's Flammary family.
Flumery.
Okay, I say it. I think I say it different every time. Flumery. Ray, please forgive me. It's Flammary. Okay.
Pat, hey, Pat.
Hi, Pat. Oh my God. And Pat with the Taryn. Pat with the coolest cup ever. I cannot wait to get my hands on my cup. I'm so excited. It's the Flammary Get Haunted and Paranormally Blonde cup. Love that. What's this? Thought of this the other day. Don't be a biot. All right. There you go. Love it. See,
I like
all
it.
sorts of fun ideas.
I'll wear that. That can be for the dudes.
So yeah, we do. We have some fun projects on the way. You've been working hard on the Black Tea Society. This is something we've had lots of interest in, which is the monthly subscription to your paranormal wares. Some fun and unique t-shirts that keep you in the paranormal mode without being brand specific.
Yeah.
Right. Because we don't always. Right? Look at that. Look at this. Look at that.
All right.
Look at that. See this? Let's get the shoulders going. Listen, girl was admiring. Thank you, Taryn. I appreciate that. Hey, Faye. So yeah, we do. We have some fun stuff coming up. We're working hard. It's time to get back to work. We've had some fun. It's given us some serious refocus. I love that. Let's see. Yeah, right, Taryn? That's right. Stick with me, girl.
Whatever, Taryn. You can go. Yeah, take her with you. Go fight. I'm going to sit here and not work out.
Because I'm such a fighter. I'm such a fighter, right? Yeah. That's Taryn. I'd just be a detriment to you. I'd be too busy over there going, guys, let's all just get along. Right. Put them guns away. I'm going to try. I actually need to get back to it. It's time. I've fallen off my schedule. I got to get back to pushing some weight. Pushing and pulling some weight. It's time. Yeah, so we've got some big things coming, projects working. We are in the meat of paranormal season, so our investigators, our crew are hard at work. What else do we got going on? I mean, I feel like, guys, we've got the Paranormal Unification Project is up and running. You're going to see some new stuff in that group. That is a private group. Nobody knows that you're in that group. They have to be in it to see that you're in it. So nobody scans the group to see who's there. You can post anonymously, but we're about to bust out into groups. We're about to bust into locations having their own panel. We're going to have teams and enthusiasts be able to have their own panel, and event companies to have their own panel, where we can talk freely and openly about our area in paranormal, and where we see successes, where we see some sort of I'm going to use the word failures, because some of it is failure, where we see some improvement. Yeah, sometimes you fail. You don't know until you try, and where we can see some improvements. And then what we will do is we will take from that, and we will be able to then come back together and say, hey, here's where teams would love to see locations or event companies do, and vice versa. Maybe locations would be like, it'd be great. And then this is how the community grows. This is how the community helps each other. It's not a fight. It's not a bashing session. This is all truly, let's knock the bullshit off, and let's really truly talk about how we can improve the community, because it takes each and every aspect of the community for this to work. Absolutely, everybody is important. It doesn't matter how small you think you are or how small they think you are, all the way up to celebrities, all the way up to locations, and even really, if you think about it, you know, talent, companies. It doesn't matter. Uh, Every bit of it is important to paranormal to make everybody successful. So we're excited. We're excited to be the creators of this space. We are not the gatekeepers. This group belongs to each and every one of you. We are just the creators of the space. Just so everybody knows, we don't think it's us that's we're out there saying it's Get Haunted that's doing. We simply said we want to create the space and we want to be the consistency that helps each and every one of you have a voice and to be heard. That is what Paranormal Unification Project is, or PUP, which, funny enough, hashtag PUP is all dogs, so have fun with that.
Well, makes sense. So we might need
Yeah.
to change it to Parapup or Paranormal Pup or whatever. That's right, Joseph. Failure is just not failure. Oh, what the hell?
It's
I
not.
lost that one. It's
Yeah,
just,
you were about to go big. You
I
were
was
like,
about to go
what?
big with it, and then I just
Failure is, listen,
I
again,
failed to bring some wisdom here. That's
you
what happened.
did. It's all, listen, we try, we make mistakes. There is nothing that says, hey, I've made a mistake. If we can't, you got to be able to own them and to move on from them. Listen, I've brought lots of ideas. Poor Rob, I brought lots of ideas to the table that have been not quite the way I thought they would pan out, but we won't know. We won't know until we try.
There you go, D Who. Yep. Hey Tony. Yeah, that's exactly. And not every idea sticks, and that's just the way life goes. So we don't let it discourage us. But I will blame everybody on the side if anything fails. That's exactly what happens.
It's everybody else's fault. It's not our fault.
It's everybody else's fault.
It's everybody. No, it's all going to be good. So I'm excited about, honestly, about PUP, because, we weren't sure how many people, and the number we're at right now, it's a beautiful thing, and people are talking, and it is. I love that everybody has been willing to help each other. Already seeing it. If somebody has a thought about something,
Yep.
people come in and they talk, and that's really what this is supposed to be about. They've kept it to paranormal. I love that. There's enough. I don't know. If you want to hear personal drama, go watch a soap opera. This is paranormal. We all want to see what's outside of ourselves, outside of our everyday human lives. We want to see what happens after. We want to talk about and discuss what could be out there. And there are so many amazing people to discuss that with. Again, from all areas, all aspects of the paranormal. So we're super excited about it. We hope you are. So if you haven't joined up, please join. I think we got Stacy. We got Stacy to join Facebook last week.
Oh my God!
Just
I know,
to be in
it's
PUP.
a miracle.
I love that.
That
I love that.
so far is the biggest win for Pup. That man is so not about Facebook, but we're glad to see him on there.
And he's interacting, like he's totally in there doing stuff. So, and he's on the public and the he's on the network pages for Get Haunted. So if you want to talk to Stacy, hey Dee Dee, just so you know, Stacy thinks we should have at least 3 days a week show. I said maybe we'll just have maybe we can have like a Ask Stacy Day where it's like a 30-minute pop on. Hey Stacy, who's got a question for Stacy? Let him go and then come up. We'll talk about it. That's after 3 years he was gone. Look at that. It was time, Stacy, for your great return to the great social media platform of Facebook. It was time. It was time, right? I know. It was funny. I don't know. I saw that on a post. He was like, oh, I think he was ready for our show Monday. He said the only complaint he has is we're not on enough. We should be on at least 3 times a week. I said I'd be on every night. I just talk anytime I could talk. I know, right? The dream topics. Honestly, we could do. But she does. Please go check out. If you haven't, Susan, go check out Dee Dee's Haunted Hour podcast, Dream Analysis. It is also out on Spotify, but check her out because she does do her own show on that. But that is another thing we should be promoting that as well. I mean, there is so many things we could be talking about. And I guess that doesn't have to always be 2 hours long. I don't know if I can keep a conversation short. Maybe not. I don't know. So yeah, so this is all things Get Haunted and Paranormally Blonde today. I had to do a shameless plug, so keep your eyes open. I will learn how to put things on the store. He's probably gonna hate that because I'm gonna just start putting things on the store without telling him.
I
Like,
just have to know. Now I'm getting emails like, "Hey, I tried to order your hoodie and it's not
yeah.
there." I'm like, "What?" Okay.
Yeah, well, just so you know, the one that you saw, the pink one that you saw here today, that one was my creation. That was me finding a sweatshirt on my own and then crit cutting.
All
And
right.
Rob
Look at her.
hates that.
No,
Rob
look.
hates the crit cut. He's like, no, we don't do that. You don't sell that. So, yes, we will make it a more professional thing for you. But it is, I did run it through the wash to see if it was going to.
It not on the first time, but eventually, yes, that's the way it's going to go. So
Okay, so there you go. But we'll
yes.
make sure yours isn't.
Oh. See, this is where. Hey, Susan, you need a job?
All right.
We
You
had
know
this
what?
chat yesterday.
Yeah, I just got my that is a fail that's a failure of Sarah. I can admit that right there.
No,
There
it
is
was a first attempt at learning, which does not spell fail, by the way. That says foul.
I
But
think she meant in learning, not
in
at
learning, okay.
in
Woof.
learning. Yeah. Yeah. I you know what? We do have our first one. Faye was on the side here. She is working on a really incredible flip book. And so we've had some little bumps in the road that has taken away our attention to the things that matter, and it is all of you. So that newsletter and or flip book is coming. I promise. It's coming.
Coming.
It's coming.
We're on
Yeah.
it.
All right. Well, it's been about an hour, Rob.
It's been an hour and 2 minutes and 17
hungry.
seconds.
I'm like hungry
I'm
today.
starving. I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I gotta.
What's for lunch, everybody? What is everybody eating? Give me some suggestions. Like, oh, you have a great rest of your day too, Danny.
Thank you. We'll send it, Susan.
Yeah, we'll send it. I will. We'll get that to you, Susan. Have a great rest of your day too. Yeah, I think I need to eat. I think it's time to eat. And get back to work and put that sweatshirt up on the store. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn how to do that. You watch.
Oh, I'll watch. Duh. We'll do it together. We'll do it together. The next thing I know, I'll have 80 hoodies ordered with free shipping at $3 a piece.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He does need to eat a sandwich.
You know what?
Eat a sandwich.
It's a long story, Stacy. I went food shopping and I forgot my wallet. It's just been a shit show, but we're good. All right, Susan. See you.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna go eat.
D Hoot. Now I want taco.
Oh shit.
Oh, that sounds good. Thank you, D, for giving us a suggestion. Nobody else is telling me what they're eating, and I feel like I need a suggestion. Have you ever just been in that mood where you're like, I'm so hungry, I just don't even know what to eat?
Yeah, right now. My mouth's watering already because I'm
now I need a taco. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, that is everything Get Haunted. Please, if you haven't, don't forget Shanley Hotel. If you are interested, June 17th, be that person that says, hey, Sarah, interested in 12 bean ham soup. Except soup won't fill me up. I'm not going to lie, John, like the ham part sounds good. I kind of need me like a burger. I'm a red meat girl. I can't just go for salad and soup or something like that. I need something substantial. That's how you keep these guns going. You gotta feed it protein. Oh, chicken and rice. Sam, girl, I gotta talk to you about your working out diet. I'm going to add some stuff to your diet because it can't just be chicken and rice. You got to feed those muscles something really, really yummy once in a while. You just have to. All right. So Shanley, be that person who wants to get their dream analyzed by Dee Dee. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. And then White Hill sold out. So if you don't have your ticket, you can't do that one. But there are 5 tickets left for the Battleship. So go check everybody out at the North Carolina. Other than that, always on the side. We see you, we hear you, we love you, and we appreciate you. Truly, thank you for all your support. Please go have an amazing rest of your Wednesday and rest of the week, and keep your eyes out because there will be new stuff dropping all the time. We're back to work. This is it. Rob and Sarah, back to work. It's on.
We're back at it.
We're back at it. It's on. So
We're back at it.
keep your eyes peeled. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next Wednesday. Love you, Sam.